This is a video I've been thinking about making for a while because everybody has a video about why you should hire them, and all of them say the same things. I work hard, I care about my clients, I have years of experience, and maybe all that is true, but none of it actually helps you make a smart decision about who to trust with one of the biggest financial transactions of your life. So today, I'm going to give you an honest answer to that question. Not a highlight reel, not a sales pitch, a real answer with real numbers, real stories, and a real explanation of what you actually get when you work with me. And then you can decide. Let's start with what most agents don't want to say out loud. The agent you choose matters financially, significantly. This isn't a transaction where the outcome is roughly the same regardless of who you hire. Real estate is not a commodity service. The strategy, the preparation, the negotiation, the timing, the marketing, the communication, all of it affects your results. And your results are measured in tens of thousands of dollars. For sellers, the wrong agent costs you money you didn't know you were leaving on the table. Overpriced listings that sit lose leverage. Buyers who see days on market climbing make lower offers with heavier contingencies. And by the time a price reduction happens, the damage is already done. For buyers, the wrong agent costs you deals you should have won, due diligence you didn't get, and protection you needed at the negotiating table but didn't have. I'm not telling you this to create fear. I'm telling you this because you deserve to understand what you're actually choosing when you choose a realtor. So let me show you what choosing right actually looks like in numbers. Across my career, I've closed over 155 transactions, representing nearly $48 million in real estate across Columbus and Central Ohio. My listings sell in an average of 18 days on market at 101.2% of the list price. The Central Ohio average is 28 to 30 days on market at 96 to 97 cents on the dollar. Let me put that in real terms. On a $450,000 home, which is right around the median for many of the markets I work in, the difference between 101.2% and 96% of list price is approximately $23,000. That's not a rounding error. That's a car. That's a year of private school tuition. That's a meaningful amount of money that either stays in your pocket or doesn't, depending on who you've hired and how they positioned your home. My biggest sale crossed $1.5 million. My average list price in 2025 was $500,000. Across every price point, I deliver seller outcomes in the top tier of agents in this region. For buyers in a market as competitive as Central Ohio is right now, what matters is knowing how to position an offer correctly, how to protect your earnest money, how to navigate inspections and appraisals, and how to close a transaction that doesn't fall apart at the finish line. I've done this over 155 times. I know where deals go wrong, and I know how to keep them together. And I want to be transparent about what I've earned and what it means. I hold my GRI designation, Graduate Realtor Institute. That's additional education in contracts, negotiation, financing, and market analysis that the standard license doesn't require. I pursued it because I believe the people I work with deserve an agent who's done the work. I've been recognized as a platinum agent, the highest production tier at my previous brokerage, multiple years running. I've been recognized as a gold agent by Northwest Advantage Title. I sit in the top 10% of agents on HomeSnap. I'm 5-star rated on Google and Zillow. And when you read those reviews, the words that keep appearing are communication, strategy, and results. Those 3 words are not an accident. They reflect a deliberate decision I made about what kind of agent I wanted to be and what kind of experience I wanted every client to have. Here's how I actually work, because process matters and most agents never explain theirs. For sellers, I don't just list your home, I position it. That means a serious pre-market conversation about pricing strategy, not just what you want, but what the market will support and what positioning will generate the most competitive activity in the first 7 days, because the first 7 days are the only days that truly matter. That's when buyers' interest is highest, when offers are strongest, and when your leverage is at its peak. It means professional photography and marketing that makes your home looks like it deserves to be seen, not phone photos and a prayer. It means clear, consistent communication at every stage, so you're never wondering what's happening with your listing. And it means a negotiating approach built around protecting your net proceeds, not just getting an offer, but getting the right offer on the right terms. For buyers, I work as a strategic advisor, not just a door opener. That means helping you understand the market before you fall in love with the house, helping you write offers that are competitive without being reckless, walking you through inspection results with honest counsel about what matters and what doesn't, and being available, actually available, when decisions need to be made quickly. In a market that can still move fast on the right property, having an agent who responds, who knows the area, and who can move with urgency is not optional. It's the whole game. But I want to tell you something beyond credentials and the numbers, because I think it matters. I grew up in Cincinnati. I played middle linebacker in college. I became a teacher and a football coach. I spent time chasing music in Nashville before I found real estate. And everything I did before this career taught me the same lesson. Know your people, read the room, and when the moment matters, don't hesitate. I've been in Central Ohio for years now. I'm a husband. I have 4 children, 3 boys and a girl. I coach my kids and their friends in Southwest Licking County. I serve on the Pataskala Chamber of Commerce. I'm a Rotary member. I'm an elected committee chair in Licking County. I'm not passing through this community. This is my home. These are my neighbors. The families I help buy and sell houses in this market. I see them at the ball fields. I see them at church. I see them at a Roosters on a Friday night. And that means something. And it means I approach every transaction with a level of care and accountability that goes beyond the commission check. When you work with me, you're not a file number. You're a family I'm going to see around town for years. And that changes how I work. And I want to be honest about who I serve best, because not every agent is right for every client. I work best with sellers who want to maximize their outcome, not just get a sign in their yard. Sellers who understand that strategy and preparation before the listing goes live is what drives results after. I work best with buyers who are serious about making a smart decision, not just finding a house, but finding the right house at the right price with right protections in place. I work exceptionally well with relocating professionals and executives who are moving to Central Ohio and need someone who can help them understand not just the houses, but the communities, the school districts, the commute patterns, the neighborhoods that match their lifestyle, the markets that are positioned for long-term value. I work across Columbus, Westerville, New Albany, Dublin, Pataskala, Licking County, Granville, Sunbury, Powell, Pickerington, Canal Winchester, Grove City, and the broader Central Ohio market. If that sounds like you, I'd genuinely love to have a conversation. Here's the last thing I'll say. You're going to interview agents. You should. This is a significant decision and you deserve to make it carefully. When you do, ask about their days on market. Ask about their list to sales price ratio. Ask about their success rate in actually selling your home. Ask how they communicate during a transaction. Ask what happens when something goes wrong. Because in real estate, things go wrong. Ask them to explain their pricing strategy in detail. Ask them what they do differently, and then measure their answers against what matters to you. I'll put my answers up against anyone in this market. I've been doing this long enough to know that clients who choose me based on strategy and results are the ones who refer me to everyone they know afterward. That's the business I've built, and that's the business I intend to keep building. When you're ready, I'm here. You can find more of my market content, neighborhood guides, and real estate strategy at Living in Columbus OH on YouTube. Start there, get to know how I think about this market before we ever talk, and when you're ready to move, reach out directly. They went to Jared.